Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Batch 7 Awakening. On this video, I will only talk about Trance Terra, Emperor, Garland, and Leon. For Halloween characters, I will talk about them on their individual video. In my opinion, the best awakening in this batch is Trance Terra. The first awakening she gets is her passive. This will make her has 110% magic, which is insane because this is the highest magic boost you can get on the global yet. With this, you don't need to have many leather and arms because remember that boost is capped at 300%. With this in mind, you can give her additional health and spirit. The 20% health is also good because she doesn't have any health boost before awakening, which make her a little bit squishy back then. Extra 30% fire, ice, and lightning resist are also nice. Make sure you level up this passive as soon as possible because magic upgrade affect all your abilities and it only uses guard Chris. The next is Ultima. The upgrade is same like Dark Phoenix upgrade. I don't think you should upgrade this though because you probably never gonna use it. My recommendation is skip it. The next upgrade is magical activation. Upgrading it once won't affect you much, okay? The real value of the upgrade is when you max this skill. The magic and spirit boosts maybe not that useful if you have so little in your party. The most useful things are the dual white magic and successors Medwind power. Trance Terra has full life, which make her useful if you need to revive someone in emergency situation. However, she is not suited for healing because her healing spells is only Cura. And for successors Medwind power, you will be able to cast that OP Chaos Wave twice per turn. You can upgrade your Chaos Wave. The upgrade seems not that tempting, but the real strength of the upgrade shown when you use magical activation. Also, at +2 upgrade, you will be able to cast the awakened version until you die or end of the battle. Before +2 upgrade, you need to use magical activation to use the awakened version. Combined with successor Medwind power, she able to deal 16.8 times damage per turn, and that's so insane because if you have second awakened Trance Terra, yeah, you can get it from your friend, then you will be able to chain the spell for more damage. This is why I don't suggest you to upgrade your Ultima because I believe you never gonna use it anyway unless you have someone to chain with. For example, you have Dark Phoenix friend and yeah, they have awakened Ultima. For your info, Trance Terra is still one of the top mages on Japan version, so congratulations if you have her. Before awakening, I gave her 10 out of 10 she gets for awakening and all of them are useful. Even though the Ultima is not needed, she gets perfect 13 out of 13 as a mage. I think she will be the best mage until CG Sakura available in the global. However, Emperor able to surpass her if you meet certain conditions. So let's talk about Emperor's awakening now. The first upgrade boost is his health. Okay, you get health plus 30%. The regen is useless though because yeah, it is too small, only 120 base health per turn, so yeah, not useful. Make sure you upgrade this skill to +2 as soon as possible. It will make him able to ignore fatal damage. This is really important because Emperor is a stacking hero. His stacking modifier will be reset when he dies, even when you buff him with auto rise. So yeah, it is really important to never let him die in the battle, unless you want to reset the damage modifier. The fire from below upgrade is insane. At +2, you will deal 27.5 fire damage to the enemy. It will imperil enemy's fire resist by 50%, which means about 40 times fire damage. However, the downside is you need to stay alive for 10 turns and keep casting this. If you meet the enemy who resists against fire, this skill is still useful because you can imperil fire resist by 50%. Also, if you know about Victoria's secret trick, put it short. Your stacking damage modifier will also affect other skills which has damage modifier effect. This means if you equip Emperor with Comet and then you have max the stacking effect, then your Comet will deal 26.7 damage, 1.7 from base Comet damage, and 25 times from fire from below maximum stacking modifier. And because Emperor already has dual black magic, he can deal more than 50 times damage per turn. Okay, so that's pretty insane. The downside is you need 10 turns to reach fire from below maximum stacking damage, and you cannot die at all because you will reset if you die. If you don't know about stacking secret that I just talked about, then watch my Victoria's review. The next is Control. This skill is very good, but at the same time you need stats break immunity because the side effect is simply too dangerous. Also, considering Emperor is effective on the long-term battles, the only long battle is the trial. Okay, and like you know, day by day the trial is getting harder and harder. Even without spirit break, the boss's magical attack able to critically injure your characters. So make sure you have someone who able to resist. You have someone who able to make your party resist against break effect. For example, Veritas of Earth, Ilias, etc. The effect is very good, so it is totally worth to bring one additional character simply to prevent the side effect. The duration effect is quite long, 11 turns. This means you don't need to cast it and your stats break immunity skills frequently. The last upgrade will give him silence and confused resist, which is nice, but I don't think that's so useful because fire from below is abilities, so you are not affected by silence unless of course you use Comet trick, which I just explained before. The most useful thing from this upgrade is magic plus 50%. This will make him has 80% magic boost. It is still lower than Trance Terra, but still considered top of all mages available on the global yet. The upgrade cost is also cheap, so simply upgrade it. Emperor's upgrades are very good and they are also very cheap. It only costs 500k to upgrade each ability to the max or +2 because maybe they add +3 or +4 in the future. Before Awakening, I gave him 10 out of 10. Best Pyro Mage. Now he's clearly perfect, 13 out of 13. still the best pyro mage in the game. Also, yeah, I hope you don't sell Garland and have Comet Trust Master reward ready for him. Okay, so which one more powerful? Trance Terra or Emperor? I would say Trance Terra. On these days, it is almost impossible not to die in the battle. This makes Emperor stacking kinda unpractical. But if you're able to do that, then Emperor is probably the most powerful finisher in the game. No need to argue between these two heroes, okay? I consider them to be S tier mages, unlike Dark Fina. The next hero is Garland. The first upgrade is nice, but the cost really put me off. Emperor needs 2 millions to max all of his abilities awakening, but Garland spent that 2 millions only for this skill. Okay, so yeah, Garland can become good finisher with double hand, but remember, there is Firion who is much better than Garland, and Firion is also 3 stars base. The second upgrade is Dark Spiral. It imperils the enemy's dark resist by 80%, so I think this is how you should use Garland as a Dark Imperialer. Combine this with Dark Hero like Victoria and you will be able to deal a lot of damage. Dark Nexus Seal is not good partner for Garland because DKC is simply much better for Dark Imperial. It deals 4 times damage, which is just ordinary. You can multiply this if you have Dark Element on your attack, but that's also same for other characters. That's why I said he is more suited to become support as a Dark Imperialer. The upgrade cost is reasonable and the Chris used on the process is Black Chris. Unless you have both Trance Terra and Emperor, I believe you have lot of Black Chris. So yeah, this is probably the only Garland's abilities awakening which I recommend you to upgrade. The last upgrade is useless. The Dark Resist buff is useless because if you need to buff your Dark Resist, it is because you fight the enemy who use Dark Elemental attack, right? And like you can guess, those enemies probably resist against Dark Element. So why do you bring him on the battle? Okay, the 100% attack buff is nice, but really, you can simply bring Soleil and let her buff your party. Soleil is 4 stars base, so I believe sooner or later you will get her. My recommendation for Garland is don't upgrade him. He is not bad, actually quite good, but quite good is simply not enough anymore. There are many 4 stars base which are far superior than him and no need any awakening. Take example, Glauca. So I really suggest you to keep your resource. Let's not talk about Leon. He is only used for his Trust Master reward. Most of the max at 5 stars heroes are not worthy to be used anymore. So yeah, no need to consider about upgrading Leon. I think that's all you need to know about Patch 7 Awakening. So yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.